Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a new knife that I recently picked up. This is the first knife that I've picked up from this company. I've seen the company floating around on YouTube. I've seen them on Amazon. I just never decided to pick one up. Until recently, I was on there and I saw this knife, and it was giving me strong vibes to another knife, and once you see it, you know what I'm talking about. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up, and this is going to be my first impressions as I look at the knife and showcase it for you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, and here it is. So inside the box, you get the knife, and you get a very small little rag. That's pretty much, I guess to wipe off the blade if you wanted to. So we'll set that back in there. So this knife right here was giving me very strong Ccanku vibes. If you guys are familiar with the Ccanku model, Boker has them. Obviously the Ccanku model is one that is it's very unique, and this knife here was giving me very strong vibes of that. And I watched some videos on some other YouTubers, and they mentioned the same thing. So this is by a company called Ccanku, and Ccanku, I hope I'm saying that correctly, is Ccanku. And this particular model is the C1141. This one is obviously in the Jade G10 handle scales, and it is available in a couple of different models. You do have a black G10, and then you also have a carbon fiber one. So one of the best things about this is a sub $20 knife. It's $19.99 on Amazon. So if you guys are interested and you find this review helpful, I'll go ahead and leave the link below if you guys want to go ahead and pick it up. Maybe you've never heard of this company and you want to check it out for yourself. This would be a great example to get into it that way. So I'm going to look at their listings so I can give you some of the specs on the knife itself. Again, this is Jade G10. They do have a silver pocket clip on this side here. It is only a right side clip, tip up, so no left hand carry for this guy. And it is not a deep right clip. Now, I was toying with the idea of maybe removing this clip altogether and then adding a kind of ornamental lanyard to this, because I think this knife and this design kind of lends itself to it. So you do have a steel back spacer right here, which goes all the way around, and then you have a rather small lanyard hole. You're probably going to have to gut your paracord to get it through there. The rest of it is flow through, so it makes cleaning very, very nicely. You have your flipper tab right here. It's kind of like a wave flipper tab almost when I look at it, and there's a little bit of jimping at the top here. And as you go ahead and deploy the blade, it comes out very, very nicely. Lockup is perfect, rock solid, no blade play whatsoever, left or right side. So again, having it open right here, you can definitely see where I'm getting at as far as those Ccanku vibes from this guy. So if you've had your eye on wanting to pick up a Ccanku, but maybe you want to, check out Ccanku as well, maybe something like this would be interesting to you. I love the blade shape. It comes to a very aggressive tip. Perfect for majority of your EDC tasks. Now this knife it looked a little bit smaller in the Amazon listing than it does in person. Obviously you can read the dimensions and stuff like that, but I was expecting it to be a little bit smaller because I was kind of considering this more of a gentleman's carry. But I think because of the size and more importantly the weight of this knife, this is more of a regular EDC carry, and I could easily see myself beating up on this guy and not have to worry about it, because if I wanted to pick up another one, it's only $19.99 to pick it up, so I can go ahead and do that. Again, D2 blade steel on this one. You do have a liner lock. Again, it's rock solid, but if you go ahead and disengage it, the blade does shut very, very easily. So that is nice, and it is perfectly centered. Go ahead and deploying the blade again. Let's go ahead and talk about some dimensions. You get an overall length of 8.23 inches on this guy. So 3.46 inches on the blade, so almost 3.5 inches on this. So again, perfect for majority of most EDC tasks. 4.8 inches on the handle, and then you do come in at 5.5 ounces. So again, a little bit large and a little heavy for the knife for me to consider it a gentleman's carry. I would definitely just consider this a medium to hard use EDC carry and go about my way. One thing that is interesting is the G10 scales are a little bit shorter than the liners. You have stainless steel skeleton liners on here, so you are going to get a little bit of hot spots on the side here. Again, it's $20. You know, you really can't expect it to be, or you would hope that it would be a lot better, but it's not uncomfortable. I just feel it. So it's not something that's going to create a hot spot while I'm holding it. I'm aware of it and I do feel it. I know some folks don't really like when the scales kind of sit lower than the liners, and if that's the case, then you would want them to be rounded to kind of match a little bit more, and that's not the case on this one. My hand wraps all the way around there. I get all 4 fingers on there, and then I do still have a little bit of an area left in the back there. As I mentioned, I might actually go through and remove this pocket clip and then just throw an ornamental lanyard on there because of the sleeveless of this knife. It lends itself really nice to go into like an EDC pouch or something like that, where I can put that in there and have the lanyard kind of sticking out, and if I need it, I can just go ahead and pull on the lanyard and deploy the blade, and it is ready to use. I think it'll definitely fit very nice in that particular EDC circumstance, which is in an EDC pouch. So as I mentioned, this is my first experience with Ccanku knives, and I think for the most part, you know, it definitely caught my eye. Sub 20 bucks, you can't really beat it. So if you're interested, I will leave a link below if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, either in the G10, in the Jade G10, in the black G10, or the carbon fiber. I think it'll be a really nice addition to your EDC, especially if you're looking for something new that you might not have heard of or had any experience with, and that is Ccanku knives. So there it is. This is, again, the model CT, what was the model? Sorry. Oh, no, not CT. C1141 from Ccanku in the Jade G10. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.